Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Mannado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, Hindu virtue donor, sensational writer, author of more than 100 divine holy scriptures, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogishwarlu. We are learning the Sankhya Yogam chapter. We came up to the 66 slokas last time. Let us do rewind some of the slokas last time, whatever we learned. So Bhagavan said that whenever your mind is under control, so that time what happens, so you will not have any love or hatred in you. So that means love is an emotion, hatred is opposite emotion. When these two emotions God mentioned, means there are 6 good emotions and 6 bad emotions. The mortal soul is earning sin with the bad emotions and the merit with the good emotions. So as long as you are earning these things, you cannot reach the God. So as long as your mind is working, your mind will be busy in providing the sensible organs matters to the intellect. So intellect will be very busy thinking over that. So when you can stop your mind, that means when your mind comes into the control, then that means you can achieve the Brahma Yogam state. So whenever you visualize immortal soul, whenever you visualize immortal soul, that is going to happen whenever you cross all the divisions of dispositions, tamasa, rajasa, satvika, and when you reach the portion of yogam or unification, so there you are going to attain the Brahma Yogam state. In that state, you can visualize immortal soul. So whenever you visualize immortal soul, then all your worries, sorrows, everything is gone away. That's why he said, Sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajayate. Whenever you attain the Brahma Yogam, all your sorrow will go off, shut off completely. That's what we came to know the last week about the greatness of Brahma Yogam, and still we are continuing learning about Brahma Yogam. And the one who is not attained Brahma Yogam, what kind of state he is going to get, how his feeling will be, what is his situation will be, that is explained in the 66th Shlokam. What he is saying here, नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावयत शांति प्रशांतस्य कुतः सुखम. What he is saying here, the one whose mind is not steady, then his intellect is also not steady, because the duty of the intellect is to think over the matters provided by the mind. As long as his mind is providing the matters, the intellect will be thinking over that and considering the matters. So whenever mind is not steady, intellect is also not steady. So as long as the intellect is busy in the matters of the externally worldly related matters, it is not going to get the taste of the divine matters. So the intellect is not going to get the divine feelings in it. So the one whoever is great in the physical world, like the one who is a politician, who is a great scientist, who is in the highest position, designation, and even if he is a great landlord, of course he might have all the things whatever he needs. He might be inside the luxuries, but he is not going to get peace out of that. Even he is inside the luxuries, he is not going to experience any happiness. So always he will be thinking like something he lost in his life. That's what the one who fails to do the yogam or unification, that guy is not going to get any peace or happiness in his life. Let me know if you have any doubts over this Shlokam explanation. After that, let's know about the 67th Shlokam, what God is saying over here. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmano anuvidhiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayurnavamivambhasi. So what God explaining over here is the human body is like a machine, and the mission contains different parts. Each part is related to another part because the mission has to work. So each part has to work its part. So when everything starts working, then we can say mission is working all right, perfectly fine. In the same way, uh, the mind is also having the relationship with the external things and internal things, both the things. How it's like there is a gearbox system in a mission, and there will be a main rod in it, and if you can use that main rod, like you take an example of a car. So car will have forward, backward, neutral thing. So that is the main rod we apply. When you put forward, that means a drive mode, car will go forward. When you put that one in the reverse mode, it will go backward. When you put that one in the neutral mode, what happens? Car is not going to move forward or backward. It will be stable there itself. In the same way, when the sensible organs are providing the matters from external worldly related things, whatever the sensible organs see, taste, hear, sense, smell, all those things, when they are becoming feed for mind, mind will take that and provide those things to the intellect, and intellect start thinking over that. And another task of the mind is it will grab the orders from the chittam, then it has the attachment with the actionable organs and orders the actionable organs to do the tasks. So here mind is doing two things, right? Another thing, mind can be steady there itself, not receiving any matters from the sensible organs and not giving any matters, passing it to the intellect. Then we can say it is the stable state. But here, what God is saying over in this slokam is the man whose mind is falling behind the organs, sensible organs, his intellect behaves like, wavers like the boat on the water how it makes movements according to the wind. When wind flows according to the wind, it will be moving, it will be shaking. The same way for the man who is not um, who is fully busy with the external worldly related matters, so his intellect will not be stable at all. That's why God gave it's a comparison to think about that. So the same mechanism happens in the human body, inside the human body. That's why God said his intellect will move according to the wind direction. So, in order to make the mind stable so that your intellect would become stable state, what we need to do, that is explained in the next slokam by Lord Krishna here. What he is saying here, let us know. तस्माद्यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. So, whoever is not receiving the all the matters of the organs, sensible organs, his state of intellect is the study. So his intellect will be stable here. So the one who is not receiving the matters from eye, nose, ear, tongue, and skin, those are five externally related matters which will come into the mind, and mind will pass them to the intellect. When that is not happening, when mind becomes stable, intellect also becomes stable. So that is why God said this state is called Brahma Yogam state. That is called Brahma Yogam state. So that's why he is saying Tasya Prajna Pratishtita. His intellect is completely stable. That's what God said. Let's know still some more information about the Brahma Yogam. So God is saying that in the 69th slokam. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. So when we think about the all the human beings in this external world, what they are doing, everybody is busy doing their tasks in their daily life. From morning to the evening, they are always immersed completely in the externally related matters or worldly related matters. So their profession might be anything, like you take education, business, uh, politics, or anything you take, anything you take, they are always busy and they are always thinking about those matters only. And those kind of people are very careful related to the worldly related matters. When they are thinking, when they are doing the task, and when they are gaining or anything, whatever it may be, they are always very, very careful about those matters. Those matters are related to worldly related things, worldly related matters only. But for those people, they will not have any spiritual wisdom, and they will not have any focus. They don't show any focus on the spiritual matters at all. That's why he is saying they are very careful in the worldly related matters, but they are sleeping related to the soul wisdom matters here. So for them, the matters of soul looks like a darkness. That's what. But here we need to know about another section of the people. Those are yogis or Brahma yogis. How they will be. So whatever the matters look dark for the people who are busy with world related matters, those matters are very aware, very aware for the Brahma Yogis. So Brahma Yogis will be with more awareness related to the soul wisdom, related to the soul wisdom. But for these Brahma Yogis, the matters of worldly related will look like complete darkness. So that's why in this slokam he said, Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam, whichever is darkness for all the living beings, Tasyam Jagarti Samyami, the yogis are very aware about that. And also in the same thing, in whichever the matters they are yasyam jagrati bhutani, that means in whichever the matters all the human beings are very aware, in those matters the muneh means the yogis are completely dark. So it's like they are in the sleeping mode in those matters. So it becomes complete darkness for the yogis. So, so that's what in this slokam God is saying about the greatness of the Brahma Yogim, Brahma Yogam, and the and also he compared with the other people who are not doing the Brahma Yogam and how their status will be. So let us see about the 70th sloka, what he is saying. अपूर्यमानमचल प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे सशान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी. So here in this slokam, God compared the yogi with a ocean here. It's like a so when you see a ocean, what happens? So every year there will be so many rains, floods, and a lot more water from the rivers that will go into the ocean. So, but the ocean is not going to come forward. So it will take take all the water which comes into it, but it won't cross the limits. In the same way, the Brahma Yogi, whoever attained the Brahma Yogam, so he is in within the boundaries of Brahma Yogam. We can say he is inside the perimeter of the Brahma Yogam state itself. So when he is already in the Brahma Yogam state itself, he will not be in a position to think about the external worldly related matters. So, but the sensible organs which grasp the five worldly related matters, even though they are in a capable of providing that matters to the mind, and those sensible organs we can consider them as rivers which will flow towards the ocean, like when they are trying to provide that matters to the mind, but the mind is away from that matters, because the Brahma Yoga, in the Brahma Yogam state, mind will stop taking the matters from the external related all the matters whichever the sensible organs are providing. So mind will turn towards the immortal soul, because the when a person, when a yogi, Brahma Yogi controls his mind, that means mind is stable there itself. When mind is stable, it doesn't receive any matters from the sensible organs, and it turns towards the immortal soul, and its focus completely on the immortal soul itself. And he is inside the Brahma Yogi is inside the perimeter of the Brahma Yogam itself. So even though they flow like the rivers, the matters flow like rivers into the ocean kind of thing, but Brahma Yogi is not able to hesitate for that one. He will be study there itself, since his intellect is also study over there. The one who could not able to make his mind stable, what happens? So his desire, the emotion, his desire, the emotion is going to make him disturb from the yogam itself. And the one who is with the desires always, he cannot visualize the immortal soul. He cannot visualize the immortal soul. So that's why God is saying how what he should do in order to get the Brahma Yogam state. So that's what he is explaining in the 71th slokam. What is that? Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumam charati nispruhaha nirmamo nirahankara sashanti madhigacchati. So this slokam talks completely about the Brahma Yogam and Karma Yogam. Both the yogams here Bhagavan is mentioning. So the one who does not rid of his desires, he is not going to attain the Brahma Yogam state here. So he said in the above slokam that as long as he is with the desires, so when he is with the desires, his emotions are going to make him think about that, and he will be busy in that matters itself. Then he is not going to visualize immortal soul. That's why here he is saying, so whenever you rid of all the desires, and whenever you don't have any focus on them, what happens? Then you will attain the Brahma Yogam state. So the main thing here, what you have to know is, whenever you don't have the focus on any matters and you have control on your mind, what happens? That is called Brahma Yogam state. And another thing, what God is saying in the second part of the slokam is Karma Yogam. So he is telling about the Karma Yogam. In the Karma Yogam, what he is saying. So when you don't have attachment towards the matters and when you don't show ego, then it becomes the Karma Yogam. So in order to attain the Karma Yogam, you have to get rid of the ahankaram or ego. So when you don't have ego, it becomes the Karma Yogam. So that's why here God said about two kinds of yogam or unifications. One is Brahma Yogam, another one is Karma Yogam. So that's why, so whichever the yogam you follow, you are going to attain the absolute soul or liberation. So then, so he is saying, Shantim adhigacchati. Shantim adhigacchati. When are you going to attain the Shanti? So you are going to attain the peace whenever you attain the absolute soul liberation. So the one who gets the liberation, he is with completely peace. So that's what God explained in the 71st sloka. So let us see 72nd sloka, what he is telling. Yesha brahmi stitihi partha nainam prapya vimuhyati stitvasyamantakaalepi brahma nirvana mruchyati. So God, what he is saying over here, this is the way to attain the absolute soul or get liberation. The one who attains this state, he will not show any attachment, saying that this is mine, these are mine. All those things will go away. So whoever attains that state, and when they are about to die, he is going to liberate. So the one who is able to rid of all his karma, when all his karma becomes zero completely, so what happens? There is no bondage for him to live inside the body. So he is free from all the bonds of karma. Then what becomes? So he is going to attain the absolute soul and he is completely liberated, and we can say he is going to merge with the God and he becomes the God. That is the greatness. So God said about the greatness of the two yogams over here. So we have completed the Sankhya Yogam chapter over here. We have finished 72 slokams over here. The Sankhya Yoga mainly talks about the three souls: absolute soul, immortal soul, mortal soul, and also teaches about two dharmas. One is Brahma Yogam, another one is Karma Yogam. God said that So the one who does yogam is the great compared to the one who is busy with the external world related matters. And also he said that the only way to attain the God is through karma yogam or brahma yogam. So there is no other option. So here after teaching the yogams, Arjuna got some doubts over that because Arjuna missed something he could not able to understand. First, God explained about the Karma Yogam. After that, he explained about the Brahma Yogam. So, after listening to the Brahma Yogam, Karma Yogam first and then Brahma Yogam, Arjuna got that Brahma Yogam might be good compared to the Karma Yogam. So, he thought that he, he would like to do Karma Yogam only, Brahma Yogam only. So, but Lord Krishna did not say that Brahma Yogam is great, Karma Yogam is not great, or vice versa. Even though he did not tell about that, but Arjuna got the doubt in his mind. So he is saying that, that's why he is saying that, Tat kim karmani ghore mam niyojesi keshava. He is saying, so he thought that karma yogam means we need to do tasks. It may be a good or bad. So when I am participating in this battle, in the battlefield I may kill so many people. It's a violence. Out of this violence, since it is a sinful deed, because of this sinful deed I am going to get more sin. Instead of getting the more sin, it is better going somewhere and sitting somewhere and stop doing the tasks and entering into the Brahma Yogam state. That's what he got in his mind. Not only Arjuna, many people might think that way, because when this doubt comes means Karma Yogam is not completely understood that way. This is the thing, and he is asking Lord Krishna himself that why you are keeping me busy in going for the battle, and instead of that it may be a better for me uh, to do Brahma Yogam itself. So if you have any doubts you can ask. Let us stop this session over here. So we'll continue it in the next week. So let us do Mangala Pradhana and end it. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmanam to everybody.